What's up, guys? It's me, Taggless02, and we're back in the world of Danganronpa. So we're still on Recess, and we follow Kirigiri. Her destination was. So what's going? Oh, we're back at the crime scene. Okay. The woman's changing room. We gone over this place with a fine tooth comb. What do you expect to find here now? Examine the victim's body again. Very carefully. Examine Fujisaki's body. All of it, and thoroughly. You mean touch the body? Nay. I will have to refrain. It would be improper for my place to hand all over a woman's body. It's not that it creeps me out or anything. It's just might possibly be against my religion. I shall do it. But you're a girl, Sakura. Making you touch a dead body is, a guy should really do it. No. It would be more suitable if a female were to touch her than allow a male to do it. I will take care of it. Sakura! Oh my god. Do I smell a homo? Are you two lesbians? No, we're not! Quit playing your games! Very well. I will begin. I hope you can forgive me for doing this, Fujisaki. As she spoke, Ugami held her hands clasped together before Fujisaki's body, placing them on her. Make sure you examine the entire body very carefully. That should answer any questions you have. Her whole body, you say? So what end do you have me do? I don't know how I'm gonna do that scream. No! What's wrong? Impossible! How could this be? Ogami's eyes were wide open, fixated on Fujisaki's body. She was visibly trembling. Fujisaki. Fujisaki. What? There's a man! What? I see. So she was a man? Thank you very much. Wait. I like how that didn't click. That's gonna click right now. Dude, you're kidding. Alright. I do not tell jokes. So. It's true. A guy? Fujisaki, a boy? What's this? You guys didn't know? I thought it was pretty dang obvious. Chidahiro Fujisaki is a cross-dresser. He was a cross-dresser? God damn, that is hot. Now I wish I'd done him. That makes sense. So this is what Kitty wanted to show everyone. You were right about that. This is most certainly does make things more interesting, more exciting. Now, let's hop back onto the courtroom and get the ball rolling again. This time with a little extra oomph. A humble apology for the delay. Court is now back in session. Our thirsty Monokuma, slow your damn roll down. The shocking truth revealed Chidahiro Fujisaki was a boy. Now let's see where you guys go with that. I don't know why he chose to dress like that, but one thing's certain. Chidahiro Fujisaki was male, not female. It never occurred to me that Fujisaki could be a boy. It completely slipped my mind, unnoticed. With the victim being male, he would have no problem gaining access to the men's changing room. If the electro ID identified him as male, then yes, you're right.
You betcha! Fujisaki was a cross-dresser, so of course his electro ID said he was male.
In which case, there's no problems with Naegi's line of reasoning. The victim was murdered in the men's changing room, after which he was moved to the women's. Accessing the women's changing room is simple. He just needed either Miyazono's or Hiroshima's electro ID. Then, it is true. Fujisaki was actually killed in the men's changing room. We still don't know why the culprit relocated the crime scene, but yes, it seems quite likely. I see. I thought something felt off. I couldn't help thinking something was strange about the way his body felt for a woman. I'm getting kind of turned on by this. But finally, ties everything together. But this finally ties everything together. All my questions have been cleared up.
Why should you happen? Why should you happen? Your question answered with your the prime suspect.
Exactly. Truly magnificent.
Oh my. My oh my. He's been whisking away to the other world.
What do you think, Naegi? After all this, do you see Togami did it? I have no doubt Togami was reasonable for disguising Fujisaki's death at the work of the genocide shows. However, I don't think Togami's the killer.
What? You've been through the prodigy of my theory, master. My coding Naegi.
The way he seemed to be edging me on earlier, it was like he was enjoying having me solve his mystery, having his mystery solved. Like he didn't have anything to worry about. I can only imagine he was able to act like that. Because he didn't actually have anything to worry about. On top of that, the evidence Togami left was kind of, you know, a bit too tent. Like he intentionally used an eccentric cord as a way to lead us back to him. At least, that's how I see it. What's more, we're obviously caught off guard when you discovered where the murder actually happened. As well as when you learned Fujisaki was a boy. If you really were the killer, neither of those should have come to a surprise to you. I see, you're... Alright, I'm a little concerned, but your lack of deceives that decisive evidence. But I suppose that's good enough. We'll go with your answer being correct.
Correct?
Just as Naegi says, I'm not the culprit. I happened to stumble upon his body in the woman's changing room, and I modified the scene. That is all. Yeah, you're shitting me, man. I'm not shitting anyone. It's true. Who could believe that? If you don't want to believe me, by all means, you're just sending us all to our deaths.
What if you're saying the truth? It's true. And why would you do that? Why would you mess with his body?
My reason isn't important. What matters is finding the real culprit. Naegi. If I don't kill him, then who is the culprit? If I didn't kill him, then who is the culprit? I won't be able to say until we talk over things a bit more. You want to drag this on even longer? Come on, man. No matter how you slice it, Togas is the killer. We should discuss anything that doesn't sit right with anyone. You should count me in, Naegi. If we come to the wrong conclusion, then all of us will be executed. She's exactly right. I too shall participate in this discussion. I'm down 2 dudes. You all have no independent thought. I'm no insect, of course. I can think for myself. Anyways, let's keep the conversation going. We don't need to come to a decision right at this moment. Indeed. You have a point.
Our lives are on the line.
Then let's recomprehend this murderous mystery game. Togami really isn't a murder. Then who is? Who killed Fujisaki? At the very least, the one thing we can say I'm sure about the culprit is that we had access, must mean she must have been male. You needed the male's electro ID to get into the men's changing room, which was the scene of the crime. Then since Kurakawa's electro ID was out of commission, the culprit must have used theirs, meaning the culprit has to be a male. But that's not enough to go off of. I need more clues. No one stop debate. Celeste's testimony. You have no lead to identify the killer. Or for the possibilities to lead. Blah, 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 blah. Did anyone witness the culprit? I think so, the evidence says something, yes. Sliding the victim to do as well.
We need any new information.
We're not giving anything up. The only person who saw the victim. You got that wrong! Oh no! I should have slowed it down. Oh, he must be. Let's slow it down. No! You got that all wrong. I just drank the last of my soda. Perfect. Still got an A though. Actually, the culprit isn't the only one who saw the victim last night. Isn't that right, Celeste? Now that you mention it, you're right. I did see him last. Huh?
Seriously?
Oh, seriously? Ah, yes, that's right. Naegi was the only person I told about this. That would explain why you were all so horrible discontent. No one else knew. That's not important. Just speak. Just before the last night, I to him in his dormitory room. He was carrying a sports bag containing, at the very least, a tracksuit. I presumed he was going to work out. A sports bag with a tracksuit? We found nothing of the sort at the crime scene. No likelihood. The culprit disposed of him in order to get rid of the evidence. Any evidence. No one get that. He said something rather interesting. Well, I'm in a hurry, so see you later. I distinctly recall him saying that he was in a hurry. What did him being in a hurry seem to imply he was going to meet someone? Sure, Master Chidahiro Fujisaki was on his way to make an appointment with someone to work out together. Despite the fact that he had a that's what his reach where Fujisaki refused to work out with Asahina and I. Isn't that because he didn't want to find out he was a dude? Tell me better now. It means the person was going to meet someone he trusted deeply. Enough that he didn't care if they discovered his deep dark secret. Such a beautiful friendship! So basically, the person was going to meet the culprit, and we just had to find out who that was. But we only have so much evidence. Is there really enough? But it is. What? It should be clear by now who the culprit is. Really? Who is it? Who killed him? The culprit concerned the sports bag and tracksuit. He disposed of the items of importance. By looking at the distinguished picture of those items, It should be obvious who it was who met with him. Is that really so? Could we possibly determine the culprit from the evidence that had already been disposed of? Are you suggesting we desperate finger points?
Without the proper equipment, what would be impossible to amateurs as ourselves, such as... Never mind the fact that we don't have anything to check our fingerprint, since it would already been disposed of. Excuse me. We can still deduce who he was going to meet and discussing it in detail together.
That's easier said than done. Alright then, so let's get it. You answer this. Did anything in the bag or the tracks stand out?
The bag was just an ordinary bag. You could find it in the storeroom. The storeroom was only stocks one variety of bags, so I can't say it stood out in particular.
If my memory serves, there are several varieties of tracksuits. Perhaps then Fujisaki tracksuit can provide us with some information leading to the murder.
Ah, okay then. Then let us distract this tracksuit, shall we? Could there really be something about Fujisaki's tracksuit? That points the killer. I'm having a hard time believing that. Celeste's testimony is our ammunition. First of all, Chirahiro Fujisaki was going to work out. Which raises the question, why did he select that particular tracksuit?
What do you mean, that particular tracksuit? I don't get it. He chose his tracksuit, and he and the culprit would match. So.
Which means the culprit. The kid had the same blue tracks. Wait. Ah! My tracksuit is black. I don't even own a tracksuit. I mean, like, I just hate working out. I've got a white tracksuit, and I got mine from the adult toy storeroom. I'm talking about really responding to us. No, not a chance. Wada, you heard it too, didn't you, Naegi? The slip of his tongue. She's right. He said something he shouldn't have. Exactly. Okay, yeah. See. Okay. Which means the culprit, it's him. Blue tracksuit. The evidence was disposed of. How do you know what tracksuit he was? What color the tracksuit was, huh?
It's so hot in Arizona.
Just a second, Wada. There's something wrong about what you just said. Huh? What's wrong with that? With it, huh? When Celeste was given her testimony earlier, he was carrying a sports bag containing at very least a tracksuit. I presume he was going to work out. She never once mentioned the tracksuit's color. Then why did you know what Fujisaki wore a blue tracksuit? What are you talking about? Celeste, what color was Fujisaki's tracksuit? As I recall, it was blue. And did you tell anyone before the class trial? You're the only person I told, Naegi.
Then, when did you find out Chirahiro wore a blue tracksuit in Wada?
Whoa.
He must have found Fujisaki's tracksuit at some point during his investigation.
No, he couldn't have. The bag and tracksuit would have already been disposed of when we began our investigation. The reason he knew the color it was is because he saw Chi with it before he died. But Chi, do you mean Fujisaki? So which was it? Did you see his tracksuit? Or you didn't, or didn't you? I just happened to run into him last night and I catch a glimpse of it. The kid was walking around carrying it.
No, that couldn't have happened either. When I was talking to Celeste, she told me.
She quickly
stuffed the sleeve back into her bag, almost as she was trying to hide it. And then she left. That, after telling me that his tracksuit was hanging out, Fujisaki stuffed it back into his sports bag. Even if you happened to stumble upon it, you couldn't have known the color of his tracksuit he was trying to hide. You dug your own grave. More like you led him to his grave. That's why you said what you did, isn't it? You smiled about knowing who Fujisaki meant by looking for his tracksuit with a bunch of crap.
I see. So it was a bluff, wasn't it?
Your true intention was to cause the culprit to misspeak. That is why you said you knew who the culprit was, to scare him. That's right, except I always had my sights set on Iwata. I was suspicious of him from the beginning. But why? What do you think Iwata was suspicious? What do you think? How he referred. That's probably something you do unconsciously. You refer to males and females differently. We're talking about a woman, he will call her chick. But when you're talking to a man, he will call them kid. After Chidahiro was murdered, Owada started referring to him as kid. That's when it struck me that Owada knew Chidahiro was male.
You notice such a minuscule detail. What are you saying? Woman, some kind of witch? Scary.
I'm not one you should be afraid of. You should be really afraid of are the people who kill others, who kill their friends. Owada, is this true? Did you really murder Fujisaki?
I didn't kill anyone! The hell's your problem anyways? I make one little slip of the tongue, and I have that little brain for it? And all of a sudden you're claiming me the culprit?
Yeah, really. These are nothing but baseline accusation, bro. What would do never such a thing? At the point, it's hard to decide yet. You're already backing down? What other choice do we have? We have nothing else to go off of.
Oh, it's my time to shine. Just a whisper, I hear it. It's my ghost.
Oh yeah, you mentioned you found some evidence pointing to the culprit before, didn't you, Yumada?
Did you really? What did you find?
I'm thinking about it a little more. It's more than actually meaning anything. Don't put it out just like that, man. Just come on, let us see it, alright? Well, if you insist. Here it is. And what's that? It's an election ID. I found it on the floor, so I picked it up.
Found a lecture ID. Must belongs to... This is yours. No, it's Fujisaki's now. Fail. That's my first damage. I recall Fujisaki wasn't found at the crime scene, was it? Yes, that is correct.
I knew it. I was right. I thought might be the case, and this might belong to Master Chidahiro Fujisaki.
That gives us some kind of clue leading to the copy, huh?
I hate the same idea, but alas, it's broken and won't even start out.
It's likely that after committing the murder, the culprit broke it in an attempt to destroy evidence. That's strange, though. Lecture IDs aren't easily to be broken.
You got that right! They're completely waterproof and very high impact resistant. They shouldn't break whenever you say.
And yet, his idea of 5G is broken, as was Kawada's lecture in the entrance hall.
What did you say? They're leaking a little too often. I've hardly praised them.
Alright guys, so I do apologize for the abrupt ending for that. I thought I would be able to edit some of the class trial from what I recorded from before, but unfortunately that went on for another 30 minutes as well. So what this means is that the next 4 episodes that I will be uploading for this week is just going to be Danganronpa because it took up majority of my space when I recorded, so I'm going to just try to get Danganronpa out as quick as possible, and I will get back to some Deadlight when I'm done uploading the end of the class trial, because what I have recorded as backup right now is the whole class trial. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Is this week is going to be a Danganronpa week, and hopefully by next week I should have it back to my normal schedule of 3 different videos a week, and then with some additional other videos as a double upload for some weeks, alright? So I do apologize, that's just going to be an update for right now, since I'm adding this at the end of the video. So yeah, so that's just going to be the situation for this week. I do apologize for last week too, for just being like, oh, nothing but like prop hunt, some other fun games that I did. I think I did a Flash game. I don't remember what I did last week. But yeah, so I do apologize for like last week and this week being just one game. So yeah, so I do apologize for that, and next week I should have everything back to normal with Danganronpa, Deadlight, and a new game, since I did finish Late Night Drink. So yeah, so with that on the table and out of the way, so yeah, that was just an update of what I had to say. So yeah, so if you guys like this video of Danganronpa, make sure you guys leave a like, thumbs up, favorite down below, and of course click up there to subscribe so you guys can get some updates on Danganronpa, and of course get situated with how the class trial proceeds onward and whatnot. Alright, so yeah, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.